I guess I'll give you a hint, but this person is the GOAT in my opinion.
Okay.
So you're gonna get it. The first bar, I promise you. It could all be so simple, girl, but you rather
Lauryn
make
Hill,
it
stop playing. Come on, vocals.
Loving you. What she said? It's like a
battle.
And we both. What she say?
End
up in Scott.
With Scott. Now,
but wait, hold up. Tell me. Who do I have to be, baby?
Who do I have to be?
Get what? Some reciprocity. Yes. I got my word, baby.
I love it. Reciprocity. That's what's up.
This is a Player Cards Right production, sponsored by Queen of Banana Pudding and Fitness by Ebony. Enjoy.
Hello. Hey, good people. We are back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's introduce ourselves. I am Ebony Njcole.
And I am Destiny. And together we are
Ebony and Destiny.
Wait. We forgot the respectfully. So of course,
right?
You see the nice logo. Listen, it's Sunday. The weather is tricky. It doesn't know if it wants the sunshine or rain. So we are respectfully, Ebony and Destiny.
There you go. They already know. They already know. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Our thing is, y'all could have been anywhere in the world,
but you're here with us.
You are here with us, and so we appreciate you guys.
Yes. So we wanted to reconvene. This is episode 5. Yes. And
crazy.
A few years in the making, over 5 years in the making.
That's a fact.
Over 20 years of a relationship and a bond.
Yes.
For those who have been following us from episode 1, you know we are family. We are related.
Yes, we are.
We'll get into that how, when, what, and where once again a little bit later.
Yes.
But we're excited to be on this journey together.
Yes,
I love
been
you.
Amazing journey thus far. Our super dope guests that we've had on so far.
Yes.
We've learned so much, and I know our viewers out there, our family, also has, got some gems.
Let's recap a little bit. Let's recap. So obviously, I am the owner and founder of Player Cards Right LLC, which is a production and self-publishing company, a platform to empower. And Ebony is the beautiful founder of, as you can see, we have this setup, Queen of Banana
Pudding and the desserts. So here I have a little bit of my banana pudding. I have vegan. I wanted you to try my vegan strawberry shortcake cupcakes.
It looks so good
because
and
we're
moist.
promoting. It's so moist. Pause. We do promote wellness and fitness because I am a wellness and fitness coach. I have my other businesses with Herbalife. I am a distributor, so I want to offer a vegan and low fat, no sugar. Whoever has sugar diabetes, I want to be able to cater to everybody. That's important. I always preach, you gotta watch what you put in your body, right? Read the labels.
Our bodies are our temples.
That's a fact, because this food is killing us, and I want us to live long. So,
Awesome. So I can't wait to dig into that. We have a reoccurring segment, tea and treats we get into. So we'll get into that. But so as far as the recap, we've had Almost Sade.
How you say it?
Sade.
Almost
Tyler.
Sade. Yes.
Yeah, she is a cosmetic guru, the melanin trendsetter.
Yes.
She has serviced the Harlem community for over 30 years. She is a proud native of the Yoruba tribe. Out of Nigeria. So she dropped so many gems the first episode. We have to literally go back to pick a few more up.
That's a fact.
and watch that. So if you haven't watched our episode 1, with us, the reintroduction, and then 2 with Sade. Please tap in, like and subscribe.
She was amazing.
Like and subscribe, respectfully.
Yes.
Ebony and Destiny. And then Who was our following guest?
Our following guest was the smart guy, okay?
The king of podcasters.
The king
That's the name
of
we gave him.
So yes, he graced his presence on Respectfully. And he came in and what?
Came in hot.
Hot. That's hot.
Really hot.
No, but he just opened up his heart and he told his story, his true story, and he is really about the people. And that's what I love about him. I love his heart. And I love that he wants to help us.
Yes, he wants to give back. He's raw, uncut. He is assertive. He is known for telling his unapologetic truth.
That's a fact.
From Harlem, boxer, artist. He's just like, jack of all trades.
Yeah, the jack of all trades.
So we really were able to learn from that episode and really gain some insight on what we should do going forward.
Yeah, he definitely got that battery in our back. Yeah, he got that battery in our back. Like, I gotta do
certain conversations. Exactly.
So he was good. He was good. We got a lot of stuff from him. And the 4th episode was the one and only Jordan P.
He's a scholar.
He's a scholar. Okay. When I say I'm still on a high from that episode, I mean, he came in on time. He came in with a suit. Looking sharp. And he really, really opened up about, giving back to the community and what should we do to add to it. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be part of the movement. We was like, we family now.
Yes,
so
we're locked in.
We locked in.
And he is a part of the younger generation and a part of our experience, right? Because we're manifesting being bigger than a podcast. We're bringing our businesses to the forefront, to the platform. We are manifesting a movement, to your point.
That's a fact.
And he is a part of the younger generation. So our goal is to bridge the gap.
Right.
The intergenerational, gaps. So that we can connect with one another and learn from one another, each one teach one.
Yes.
So he talked a little bit about, the older generation passing the baton to the newer generation, teaching the newer generation instead of bashing the newer generation and maybe the younger generation being more graceful to the older generation. Like, it's so many things that we could learn from one another.
That's a fact.
To really progress within our community. So that was a good conversation.
Powerful.
Yes.
Powerful.
And to your point, I felt like that was the podcast where we finally, we got our feet wet a little bit and we were able to execute and we were able to do a reel and shoot, like all of the elements of the podcast.
Yeah, it just fell into place, effortlessly.
Yes.
Like you would say, effortlessly.
Yes.
Yeah, it did fall into place. And big up to Jordan. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Such a dope dude. I love his heart. And AKA President.
We're rooting for, I was about to say, right?
AKA President, Mr. President, that's what I call him.
We're always like on the same wavelength because I'm like, yes, we are rooting for his presidency. He put that in the universe that he is going to be the president. So we are rooting for Jordan Pierre.
For sure.
We are rooting for him.
So we're gonna introduce the icebreaker. It's just me and Cuzzo, so we said we're going to jump some stuff on each other and ask some stuff to each other. So the first one is the song. You did that one? The song association. So explain, baby. Explain.
Let me tell the audience. Let me just give the audience some insight, right? We already have our podcast format. Like, we already know what's what so that our episodes can run seamlessly.
Right.
But this one, I have to give Ebony credit. If I wanted to sit back and just show up, that's all I would have. We're going to do this question, and then ask this question, and after that, we're going to ask that question, and those are the 30 questions that we're going to ask.
No, you ain't say 30. Listen, if you stay ready, you don't got to what?
I love it.
You don't got to get ready.
I'm not complaining. I'm here for it.
You a mess. So explain.
So you provided a few options. I chose the song association.
Yes.
And what was the other one? What would you do? Is the name of
right? What would you do?
Yes. So explain it to the audience, our viewers, our listeners. What are we about to do? Let's just dive into song association. I've never played it. Have you played it?
Yes. You just get a song. I hope you got your song. You got to get a song association.
You didn't give me the details and the description.
So you get a song, right?
And I thought you were gonna give me a song. Or no, say a word and we think of a song.
Right. So you got to make up your word. You got to make up a word. So my word, okay, so I'm going to give you an example.
Yes.
Optimistic, okay, is my word. It's my word. I'm going to give it to me. And then you come up with your word, okay? Optimistic.
Okay.
And I came up with a song that resonates with optimistic.
Does the song have to have the word optimistic in it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And it could be something that you know. It could be something you know, if you come on. If y'all didn't know out there, ladies and gentlemen, my cousin she's an artist, okay? Okay, spit bars. Yeah. Googles. So let me just say mine. Optimistic is the word, okay?
Okay.
You hear the voice of reason telling you this can't never be done. No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on to your dreams. Don't give up, don't give in, although it seems you never win. You will always pass the test as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you
can win. Oh, as long as you keep your head to the sky.
And then they say, face toward the sky and be what? Optimistic.
Oh,
bam.
Okay, that's an oldie but goodie. Okay. All right. After digging the
dig in. Well,
history books for that.
Shut up, you stupid. You said the history books. Wait, do you know who sung?
I don't.
The Sounds of Blackness.
See,
girl, take your black card, y'all. We taking your black card.
No, but see, we're gonna talk about the auntie-ism. See, I may not be an auntie yet because I don't know who the Sounds of Black. I don't know who that is.
Anyway, I chose optimistic because I always look at the brighter side of things. And you already know, cuz I always look at the brighter side of things. When I feel like the cup is halfway full and people say, no, it's halfway empty, I be like, nah, you looking at it wrong. Maybe you should look at it this way. So I try to, just give the downside of it, a positive look.
Everything is mindset. I think that
that's a fact.
We spoke about that. You know the mantra. What's the mantra? What's the mantra?
Stop playing.
I love that you memorize
it. No, for real.
How you think
creates how you feel. How you feel is an emotion. That emotion turns into a vibration. That vibration is what? A magnet that attracts things to you. I say that every day. Yes. Thank you, Smart.
It's all thank you. Shout out to the smart guy once again. But literally every day also, like if someone is saying anything negative, I'm like, oh, you stop putting it into the universe. Stop putting it in the atmosphere. And that's biblical also.
It is.
You know
that's
what
Bible.
I mean? Like,
that's Bible talk.
Yeah.
If you negative, you can't be around me, not in my space.
It's because you're supposed to put all your trust in him, right? All your worries. Don't be anxious. Like the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's.
It's the what?
Like, come on, like, yes. So you have to have that optimistic, to your point, mindset. If not, we'll drive ourselves crazy.
And it's draining.
Yeah.
Like you already know God's gonna work it out. So why are you worrying about it?
Yeah.
How you think creates. I'm telling you.
You better say that.
You better say that. But yeah.
Okay, so I did my
What's your word? What's your word?
I did my Googles.
What's your word?
This one is gonna be easy, I promise. Let's see. It's reciprocity.
I love that. I love that. Okay.
And I guess I'll give you a hint, but this person is the GOAT in my opinion.
Okay.
So you're gonna get it. The first bar. I promise you. It could all be so simple, girl, but you rather
Lauryn
make
Hill,
it
stop playing. Come on, vocals.
Loving you. What she said? It's like a
battle.
And we both. What she say?
End up
in scars.
With scar. Now,
but wait, hold up. Tell me. Who do I have to be, baby?
Who do I have to be?
Get what? Some reciprocity. Yes. I got my word, baby.
I love it. Reciprocity. That's what's up. No, that's a good one. Right off the
video is nostalgic. Everything. The glitter glistening off her melanin skin when she went falling down the wall. What?
You said falling down the wall?
White in the locks? Lauren
that
is
was classic though. That video was classic. That song.
Lauren is the GOAT.
Classic, the GOAT.
Fun fact, I know you had another game about random. I'm gonna throw something random in there.
Come on, let's go.
My cousin Debbie and I danced for her back in 98, 99 at a Camp Eureka. Debbie went for 3 consecutive years. I joined the second year, so I went for 2 consecutive years.
Are you serious?
And the third year, she sponsored the camp. So we danced for her and met her.
Dope.
Lauren is the best. Like,
that's dope.
She signed and autographed one of her pictures for me. I had it on my the wall that I grew up in an apartment in 13C in Metro, where I was born and raised, 101 and First.
Nice.
And yeah, I had it on my wall for years.
Really? Okay.
I love you, Lauren. Yes. People say, it's funny how money change situation. Miscommunication leads to complication. What? I love Lauren. That's a cute random fact.
Nice. Okay. Good stuff.
You have another word? Well, we moving on.
No, let's go on to what would you do?
That was cute. Okay,
that was cute.
What would you do? What would you do?
What would you do? Presenting crazy life dilemmas and debating solutions. Okay, so you're going to talk about your 21st birthday experience in Miami?
Oh, Lord.
Okay. What would you do? So that's the name of the game, and you're going to present your story.
So am I asking you, what would you do?
Right. You going to tell me.
So I'll give you the scenario.
And what would you do if you was in this? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what would you do?
So what would you do
if someone's at home? No. Well, so what would you do if you flew out to Miami for your 21st birthday?
Okay.
To reconnect with some of your college friends whom you were all on a dance team together, and you decided to go out to like a real popular Miami club. And towards the end of the club and the end of the night, everyone obviously is having drinks. Mind you, it's a young atmosphere. Everyone's 21, young crowd, exactly. In their early 20s, maybe it's like basketball players, football players. It's giving a night to remember.
Okay, y'all outside.
We're outside.
Yeah, outside.
Right?
Okay,
So what would you do if you were outside, right? In the beautiful Miami nightlife. And towards the end of the night, you see a young lady flustered because she cannot find her cell phone. What would you do? Would you try to help her? Would you mind your business? Would you walk away? And you are all in the VIP section together.
Okay, so you guys
knowing
are in
your
this
heart,
club.
knowing your personality, right? Knowing, how much of a people person you are. What would you do in that scenario?
So is she part of your friend group or somebody random in the club?
She's not a part of your friend group, but you're in a small space.
Okay.
Because you're in the VIP section together.
And she lost her phone.
And you're like literally she's right behind you trying to look for her phone.
Okay.
So what would you do in that situation?
Knowing me, well, first of all, I ain't gonna be out that no, because I wasn't in them streets when but no. Knowing me, I would probably assist in helping her find her cell phone. Yeah, I would like, come on, girl, can we get some lights? Let's get them cell phone lights on. And I'm down, I'm looking behind couches. Let's get this girl's cell phone. Tell me what you do. What y'all do? Y'all ain't help the girl?
Great minds think alike, and that's why, we're here, we're together. And we're like this. And my twin, that's what I did.
Okay.
I tried to help her.
Okay.
We were unable to discover and find her phone.
Okay.
So now everyone is exiting the club, getting into their various cars. And my friend at the time traveled with a few of her friends. So we're about 2 or 3, 4 cars deep. So now we're traveling back north Miami, whatever, on the I-95. And we see someone tailing us. And then we are suddenly pulled over by the police. So the police pull about 2 of the cars over because we're driving together. And they are saying, do you see this car behind you? The woman in the car is claiming that someone allegedly from this group stole her cell phone.
Are you serious?
And mind you, we're on the highway. We have club outfits on, so like mini skirts,
right?
All of the things. And because Florida and Miami is just a different ball game,
right?
they insist that we get out the car because they're smoking in the car.
Oh.
So now we're all in the middle of the highway on our knees with club attire on while they're searching the vehicles. Pause. Yes. Pause. Right? Okay. I'm a grown woman, but it is what it is. But yeah, we from Harlem. I respect it. Pause. And Queens. So yeah, we're literally like just, I felt so frustrated. Yeah. I felt so like, violated. That's the word. Violated. But I felt more violated by, oh girl, not the police. Like, how dare you? You have that much space and energy, and you have that much hate in your heart that you would blame this on a group of young peers. Right. So anyway, they didn't find anything. And when I mean, Ebony, I am praying to God. Praying to God that this situation doesn't end up like the situation I told you about. A few years prior.
That it don't turn left. Like
I've already experienced how Florida laws are just completely unjust.
Exactly.
But they end up taking my friend and taking a few people because they were being a bit combative. The whole time I'm in the middle of the highway praying.
Like, God, please.
God, not a second time.
Not a second time. Not again, God.
Not again, God.
Hear me, God.
I really didn't do anything, God. I tried to help this girl.
Exactly. And that's what probably would have pissed me off.
Trifling is the word, y'all. Don't be. Girls are trifling. That's why it's hard. There's this new conversation about being a girl's girl. Yeah. We'll talk about that maybe another. That's for another podcast.
Yeah, that's for another podcast.
Okay.
Wow.
But how
so the moral of the story is what? Do you still help out?
The moral
or
do
you not? Do you mind your business?
Right. We had the same mindset. Like, what would you do? Right? You said you would help the girl.
I would have.
And with me trying to help the girl,
you see what happened. So it's kind of like
a few of my friends were arrested.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know anything about Miami, but one thing about the I-95 is you go north. When you go north, you're gonna hit Miami-Dade. You're gonna hit Fort Lauderdale, and luckily, I lived out there.
Yeah.
So miraculously found one of my other friends' condos and was like throwing rocks at her window, like, hello, like, help. And I was just happy I was able to find the destination because I didn't have a GPS back then. There were no iPhones.
I know. Crazy.
What?
But you made it out.
You
made it out of it.
Yeah.
God is good.
This was over 15 years ago. iPhone what? Who?
iPhone what? GPS who?
But God is good. So the power of prayer.
The power of prayer. Now, would you do it again though? Would you help again?
I would never.
So you would mind your business, like, I don't know.
I would mind my business. Okay. Like, mind your business. As much as we want to help people, oftentimes our intentions are not other people's intentions because their road to wherever, like, and I feel journey is different.
It's based on energy. Like, for me, it's all about energy. So if my energy is like, yo, she's good, help, then, I'm helping. But if not, energy saying, Eb, mind your business, go to the side, bring your girls to, you know what I'm saying? And move on from there. But it's a learning lesson. It's living and you learn.
Live and learn.
Listen. All right, let me say my little story. Girl. Yes. Okay. So I have a close friend. I'm just saying I'm giving you a, you know what I'm saying? So say you have a best friend. I have a best friend, right? A close friend. And a friend of mine want to surprise me. Just say you want to surprise, right? And had my close friend the person who surprised me asked my close friend to help out with the surprise. Right? So now, mind you, I'm not supposed to know nothing, but my close friend told me about the surprise. Now, what would you do? Now, this is real life story.
And I think you actually presented this scenario to me before.
What would you do?
So my question is, right? I think my question was, and it still is, does this close friend have, a diarrhea of the mouth?
Not really.
Does she tell all of her business and her friend's business and her mama's business and the drama in the family and the cousin's business? Or is she very...
She's open, but not... I mean, she holds some things, you know, to herself, I'm sure. But we do share stories. You know, we're together, you know, often. But
was she inebriated? Was she sober?
No.
She was sober.
But my thing is, like, if somebody...
So what would I do?
Somebody want to surprise you.
Yeah.
My thing is, like, why would you tell the person about the surprise?
And I think that's what I would do. I would have told her, like, well, thanks for ruining the surprise. Like, well,
but you know what?
Are you sorry or not sorry?
Right.
Like,
I didn't catch on until...
What is it
you know how you get home, you be like, wait a minute. She messed up my surprise. Like, that person probably... well, I know probably... They did put a lot of effort in that surprise. Why would you ruin that for myself and for the person who trusted you to do it?
Yeah.
Like, then you be like questioning, like, is that really my friend? And that's why I'm saying, we freely throw this out. Oh, this is my close friend or my friend. Like, and then somebody else told me, I should, like, you should ask her.
Right. That's
like, what's up?
And to your friend's point, I think that's something that I've been growing into and learning is nipping things in the bud.
Yeah.
And not letting things fester and linger. Like, as an adult, just like acknowledging it real time. Like, excuse me, why would you do that?
Yeah.
But we do have good hearts and we don't want to hurt people's feelings and we don't want to be confrontational, but oftentimes people take kindness for weakness. So,
and maybe she didn't know. Maybe she felt like, oh, maybe Ab want to know.
But if it's a surprise, you don't want to know.
Right. I mean, like, that's just common sense that you want, like, if it's you know what I'm saying? Eric, like, yo, that's a surprise. You ain't knowing nothing. I'm going to try my best because I want my cousin to be surprised.
So I will say,
what would you do? So you saying you would nip it in the bud?
I would have asked.
So I should have nipped it in the bud the next day. Like, yo, why would you do that?
Or next time, try doing it real time. Like, it's
real time.
As soon as
like,
she
why would you
says
tell
something,
me that?
like, what was the purpose? Like, what did you get out of telling me?
Yeah.
And oftentimes those type of people, we label them as like confrontational or messy people who just, you know, are just like so upfront and unapologetic. But that's how you get people don't respect anything less.
But I agree with you. I should have nipped it in the bud. And maybe she was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know. My bad. You right.
Have
Ebony.
You had a conversation?
No, I haven't. And so
still.
I know I haven't because I've been busy. But that's an excuse. Ebony, I am going to have the conversation. Like, by the way, you know, I should have been, you know.
So is the surprise ruined like indefinitely?
I mean, the surprise was cute. I knew about it, but it was nice. You know what I'm saying?
So,
it happened already. It happened.
Okay.
It happened. But it would have been amazing if I did not know about it. You get what I'm saying? It would have been like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? You would have been
really, really excited.
Exactly.
And like yo, it would have been a different experience.
Exactly.
Wow. So I would let her know when you do, because I think to your point, you want it to be organic, right?
Right.
The conversation, you don't want to be confrontational because that's not your personality. Yeah. But when you guys do speak, just say, you know, you ruined the experience.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, like, you know, why did you do it? And next time, please don't do it.
Right. Yeah.
Like that, you know?
Yeah, and I think
it's hard for us to have those conversations.
Women, yeah, but as grown as women, we should be able to.
And
knowing me, I would have, I don't know why. I was just like, I'm just leaving it alone. Like, it is what it is.
I feel like you've been through something else with this friend. Or maybe.
No.
Really? Is the first? Is this the first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, like,
so we're gonna give that friend the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, we're gonna give them a pass. Look, we're gonna give them a pass this time. But no. And you gotta have grace with people because sometimes, you know, we really, you know, don't know. Maybe, you know, the person is going through stuff and she was just, I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, moving forward, I will nip it in the bud because you are 100% right.
Yeah.
And, you know, speak on it at that present time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Good stuff.
Real time. Good stuff. That was cute. What would you do?
What would you do?
Crying on
Stop.
Bedroom floor when he's hungry. I like that. That was fun. So we did a little recap already.
We did, of the podcast.
We did. So now we'll segue into introducing our businesses. As you can see here, I have the soft cover paperback, which is the formal term of my self-published children's book inspired by my family of 5, Mama's Baby and Papa's Baby too. I do want to also shout out my cousin Chastity Forbes, who helped with the edit. She is in the credits for the bio, about author, edited by Chastity Forbes. I love that, Chastity. Yeah, I just want to acknowledge the people who helped me throughout the process and throughout the journey. Yeah, so my goal for Mama's Baby and Papa's Baby Sue is not only to release it and I obviously grow the brand and expand the brand and get the message out there globally and nationally. We're manifesting. That's a bag, all of those things. But because I was given the opportunity to self-publish by Melanin Origins, shout out to Melanin Origins, which is a publishing company at the time, I reached out to Melanin Origins back in 2020 during the pandemic to publish on my behalf. And he wasn't taking submissions. Right. So he encouraged me to self-publish and provided a self-publishing template on his website. So to pay it forward, I've also curated my own self-publishing playbook. And the goal is to implement that playbook into different schools, the Department of Education, after school programs. So when Smart, when Smart was here, he was like giving me all the gems and knowledge about, you know, what I should do. I wasn't really able to like, you know, include what my my goal and what my plan is to implement helping the community and giving back to the community.
When you want to start that this year?
So I've started. Like I've started knocking on doors. I'm a DOE vendor, connecting with the district leader. I met the district leader at an event over October.
Doing that community work.
Yeah,
I love that.
So remember when you came to the Mama's Baby and Papa's Baby 2 Field Day, the first annual last year. Hopefully we'll be able to do it again this year.
They came out.
But a principal from that school is who granted.
I know you was telling
me the opportunity to
Are you going to
get
do
a
this
permit
year?
for the schoolyard.
The schoolyard.
So the goal is to do it again. Yes, to do it annually and do it bigger. So I'm connecting with her, sending emails. The district leader sent emails to like the entire district of principals, and no one is biting the bait. But you know, God is good. You have to you have to persist. I'm not gonna say I've been consistent.
You got a bug
with knocking on doors every week.
Yeah.
So the goal is to connect, and I've had a few different people reach out, potential clients of interest who own different organizations and our staff members in different schools. So
we manifesting it. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It will happen.
And Black people, you know how many people, specifically even like in my immediate family, like want to write a book or have hinted, you know, oh, I could, if I write a book, I could tell my life story. And it's like, use me as a vessel. I have Player Cards Right LLC that can help you with the publishing. I have the steps. But oftentimes, you know, people want to utilize publishing companies that can take them to the next level, which is only right, you know what I mean? But you have to start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. So for those who are self-starters and entrepreneurs,
I need to write me a book.
hustlers, listen,
I got a story.
Even if it's a cookbook. Like this literally was just to get my feet wet. Because I started a novel, didn't finish, and I've been writing my entire life. But when people think about writing, they think about it doesn't have to be a novel. You can do like your cookbook and your recipes for Queen of Banana Pudding and publish it. And then that can be a part of your, you know, your business, your display when you're vending and you're connecting.
I'm definitely thinking about that.
Yeah. So that's something that is my little goals and 5-year plans.
Well, we already went into the business of Queen of Banana Pudding and desserts, and Herbalife. So I was thinking about what you said to me last week. You was like, Ebony, you gotta step it up as far as
the
marketing. And she was 100% right. Because, you know, sometimes we just get, I'm selling this stuff. I don't, you know, but marketing plays a big it plays a big, and so I am starting to do that. I spoke to somebody that's going to do the pictures for me and just, change up my whole marketing plan for the desserts. And I have a content calendar that's smart, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And I got that content calendar. I got my, my sweets calendar and everything that needs to.
Is your content calendar digital or is it?
No, I have a calendar. I have a calendar that I put
like you write in. Okay, it's a book or a regular calendar.
It's a big calendar.
Oh,
marker.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And so when I'm finished with 1 month, I'll next month. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And so it just holds me accountable. Like I'll go to my calendar every day. This is what you got to do. You got to post this, or you got to do this, or you have an event. Marketing. Take your pictures out. And so that is so important. I have to push that.
Yeah.
And again, this podcast, this is our business.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to treat it as such. And so, all 3 businesses, I'm pushing 2025. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Less
excuses, more execution,
That's
y'all. More execution. So, at work, we do what's called like recognitions versus opportunities, right? So recognitions, like recognizing what you've done good, what you've accomplished, and then opportunities may be, what I can improve. And I think you wrapped that up. You said, you want to improve on your content and your marketing. And what would you recognize about your business that you would say makes you feel good
that
about this journey?
My customers, like majority of my customers are people I don't even know.
It's always like that.
Okay.
I mean, you're doing something good.
And just word by like people like, Ebony, she got, giving, it's just word from your mouth. Somebody tell you, somebody tell them. And so from 7 years ago to now, it's been like, almost 7 years. I'm like, the customers has grown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grown, and events every weekend, during the week.
Every weekend you have an event?
I have just about.
But that makes sense why it's hard or always been difficult to juggle.
Yeah.
Right? Like content and because you're working. Like,
and I got a 9 to 5. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
But you're doing it alone. So I think my opportunity is this year I am going to try to prioritize curating a team. But because we're so independent and we like things our way, it's so hard.
They'll be like, you don't need no team because you dibble into that. But I have to learn how to let go.
Yes.
Like, that's a fact.
Right. A true leader has to,
trust they
guide.
Team,
right. You have to be able to guide people and groom people.
And trust them to do what, you know what I'm saying? Execute what you would execute. And so, I said the same thing. A team, and start off with maybe 2 people. I want somebody that'll come in and do my makeup. I'm already talking to makeup artists. Some people that'll pull some outfits for me. As far as a YouTube channel. And then desserts come in, help me. If I'm out of town, you still are, able to produce orders for people. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to shut my, my joint down because I'm away, because I have a team in place. So all of these things I want to implement for this year, and I'm gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen.
Make it happen, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it happen, baby. So excited.
You better go into the deep relationship topics.
Oh, so let's introduce Tea and Treats, baby.
Tea and Treats. This segment is no other than Tea and Treats. Y'all already see. We got the banana pudding. We got the vegan strawberry shortcake cupcakes with my homemade. Look at that. That frosting. Smooth. Yes. And then we have our tea. We have our Herbalife tea, our energy tea, and that has probiotic. Aloe.
So delicious.
Isn't it good? We got some lime lemon. I put a little ginger in there. It has beauty booster in there as well.
Okay. So what does the beauty booster help with?
Beauty booster with your hair,
okay,
your skin, your nails,
collagen, all those things.
Okay, you know what the probiotic is for? Yeah, that gut.
Digestion.
That gut.
Yes.
All right. If y'all don't have no probiotic in your life, what y'all doing? Where my camera? What y'all doing? Y'all have to have some probiotic in your life. Okay. Let's toast.
And cheers.
Cheers. Like cling cling.
Ew. So when we started this journey, guys, I said, Ebony, you have to bring this on the platform. Like, there is no ifs
or buts
or maybes, okay? And it's been a hit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you said this is vegan. You wanted me to try the vegan strawberry shortcake? Which one is that the cupcake that's
yes,
vegan?
Yes, the cupcakes. But I know you, or you could take one home. But that's, I know your favorite banana pudding. Whatever. What you want to taste? What you want to taste?
No, you know, actually, I love your banana pudding, but that crumble.
I know you. That's why I brung it.
Everything.
That's why I brung, because I know you love the crumble. So let's taste the crumble.
Thank
Taste the crumble, baby.
Oh, you want to taste it now? Yeah, we can taste it. Okay. Yes. So, ooh, guys, if you can zoom,
like, ooh, God,
you zoom,
like, ooh, God.
You see the crumble on top, like the ice cream. Who doesn't like the strawberry like crumble ice cream like growing up? Oh my gosh. Oh, it is moist.
Stop playing with me. Pause.
It's moist. That's why everybody loves her banana pudding, because it's so moist.
Destiny. That's why I can't eat my stuff, because
you don't indulge.
I try not to,
so
because I'll be.
So I've never asked you, as a baker, right, or as a chef or a cook. It's one thing to cook for yourself. Or for your party of 5 or 6, but it's another to create an experience for 10 to 20 people. Like, give us a little bit of insight on your preparation.
So when I do events, birthdays, weddings, baby showers, it's an experience, not just desserts. But I want you to give me a theme. I want you to give me a vision. So I'll sit down with the customer and we'll, chart down, what's your vision for this party? And I'm going crazy with the vision, because I don't want you to just, enjoy the desserts, and I know you will. But I want it to be an experience. And it's been amazing. Like, check my page, Queen of Banana Pudding. You'll see like the different things. We'll have, like, if it was a basketball coach, I had like little basketball hoops and balls.
Because you've done several parties for Ilana, her 4th birthday, the trolls, her cake.
Remember that?
The boys' baby shower, their basketball themed baby shower. Yes.
And how many years ago was that?
7.
That's crazy.
7 and nearly 8 years ago.
We want to create an experience so that, when other customers come to that party, they're like, wait, who did this setup? Here go my, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what I want people to leave talking about, the Queen of Banana Pudding. You know what I'm saying? So,
you definitely add like a beautiful element, to the party and to the experience.
Thank you, baby.
That's awesome.
So do you want to get into
I'm ready.
The soft girl era?
I'm ready. I am ready.
The healing girl era.
I'm ready.
So we're gonna just discuss a few topics, and one of the topics is healing girl era, discussing self-care, and you already know how I feel about self-care, therapy, and breaking generational curses.
Okay.
So my question to you is, what does self-care look like to you? Because I know you are a mom, an amazing mom, a wife, a daughter. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
The sigh was a relief, is because of God.
And you.
Yeah, and He's been my strength.
You do it. Like, I'll be just looking at you, cuz, and I'm like, damn, I always say that, super woman with the big S on your chest. Okay. Kudos to you. I look up to you in that way, like, damn, she's doing a damn thing. It's not easy, but you be doing it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think, again, that was my inspiration for the book. Remember, I was like, it was just one of those days where I was mentally, emotionally, spiritually drained and exhausted. And at the time, Eric, my fiance, walked through the door, like the sound of those keys. It just, so much weight just lifted off of me. And I was like, he's home. He's home, and I need help.
Right. Help somebody. But that's crazy how you say that, just the sound of the keys.
The sound of the keys, Ebony.
Wow.
Yes. So, and then being raised in a few different villages and seeing how resilient single mothers are. I call single mothers superwoman. You are superhuman. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, was a mother of 9, single. and then took care of generations, her grands, her great grands.
Yes.
You know, just seeing so many women do it alone. Having these three, I don't know if I'm that strong.
Right.
I don't know if I have their patience and their resilience, and you know, we're built from a different cloth than our former generations. So yeah, I think you know, their father, obviously, and then my village, which is the grandparents, my mother, his mother. Everyone is involved, and I'm still stressed, but I have the help.
You have that village.
I have
Without the village, you didn't.
And I encourage mothers, fathers, specifically of younger children, if you have a village, to lean on to the village. Some people don't, unfortunately, have access to a village. Create it. Create a friend group, a family group, find a church.
Yeah.
You know, find a organization. Just try to create that space and that safety net for your mental health, because self-care is being able to do the things that you love.
Yeah.
Right? So being here with you is my self-care. You know, I've put a lot of my dreams on hold, a lot of my aspirations on hold, because I prioritize motherhood, and Ilana, my children, changed my life.
Yeah.
But you know, when as a woman, as someone who's seen everyone else just flourish and blossom and do things that I wasn't necessarily in a position to do because of motherhood. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Right? But being able to bounce back.
Right. The bounce back.
And be resilient is self-care.
That's good.
Connecting with my faithful sisters. So like L'Oreal, my sister, my mother, my mother-in-law, women who are grounded in their spirituality and grounded in faith.
Yeah.
We all praise God differently and we worship differently. Our relationship all looks different.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I lean on, that support.
Right.
To guide me in the right direction when it's easy to just fall victim to the nonsense. And what Jordan said, he said, we growing up in the era of baddies, and I don't like it. Right. I tell my mom all the time, I'm like, Ma, as much as you may think, or question how I move, because of you, I've refrained from doing a lot. It's a lot of things that I could have done.
Right.
But
right.
I did it, you know what I mean? Because I have integrity and there's certain values. Not saying I didn't make mistakes, but once you know better, you do better.
You do better.
I know that was a long-winded answer, but what is your definition of
self-care? My self-care is quiet time. Just me, my solitude, just sitting. Sometimes I could just sit in a corner and meditate. You know what I'm saying? Just time alone, reading a book, taking a bath. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I love to do, you already know, the spa. What? I'm going to the spa. I want a massage. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want to cater to me and those things that, I can do maybe, 2 weeks out of the month because I'm so busy running around doing that. I got to take a day out twice out of the month. Have to go to the spa. And just cater to myself and pour into me, facials. And, you know what I'm saying? I think that's important because when we don't do that, we can't pour into nobody else. And I always say that. And because I do so much, I have to take our time. Even taking breaks on social media, you have to do that.
Ooh, you not yet to take.
You have to do that. Some days I don't want to post. You know what I'm saying? Some days
I don't take those type of breaks. But
I don't want to pick up my phone.
Some people just shut their social media down. Like I've never done that.
I want to shut it down. Like 2 days and because I remember back in the days we didn't have phones. Like what were we doing? You know what I'm saying? We have social media. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important. I still want to implement that. Like a few days out of the month, I am going to turn my phone down, no social media, just to regroup, recharge. You know what I'm saying? And then that time, you know, you can start sitting down, writing stuff down, your goals and what you need to start working on, what you want to, you know. But on the phone, some people get up and they phone be like this.
Listen, it's the first thing before Instagram, you brush Facebook, your teeth. What? Before the other eye is open. you be like that. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want it.
It's truly an addiction. Yeah. Like it really is.
Yes. Yeah. So that's important to me. Shut it down and have me time.
Nice. I love how you emphasize like baths. I love baths. There's so many women. You'd be surprised how many women don't take baths regularly and just jump in the shower. My mommy taught me to soak.
You gotta
that
soak.
Thing.
Mama. If you don't get in that tub and soak that thing, you're not getting the no, mom's taking the shower. No, you're gonna get in the tub. Soak that thing. No, that's a fact though.
But I do have to do better with the spas and the facials and.
But you can do facials at home.
You can.
That's your.
They have they have all the accessories now. You can buy off.
Got the steamer. You know, I got that. If Amazon. I can't make it, I'll be like steaming in the bathroom. You make your own little spa at home. Yes, you know what I'm saying? If you can't make it to the spa.
So that's a goal. That's a goal for me. That's a goal for me to get to it or to do it myself.
Or do it yourself.
DIY.
Therapy.
Oh yeah, therapy.
Yeah, what you think about therapy? I know this is
a good. We have enough time.
I know, real fast. We'll touch on that and then the BBL'S.
I'm conflicted when it comes to therapy, but I do encourage speaking to a professional if you need an outlet.
Yeah.
Or if you need professional advice and you don't have, you know, a sister group or a brotherhood who can give you insight, whether it's, you know, on a spiritual level, professional level, executive level, etc. But my conflict with therapy is that I was introduced to therapy as a teenager through my father.
Really? Okay.
Yes. He invested in counseling sessions during my rebellious stages.
With you and him or just you?
Family.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was at the time when I was, you know, smoking a little this, doing a little that. And thank God for the deliverance. No, stop. But
you're a mess. Thank God for the deliverance.
So literally, I remember just like stopping from being outside, like leaving outside to come upstairs. And you know, they had a conversation about, you know, they were concerned whether I was smoking. And the therapist looked at me, asked why I was smoking. I lied. I'm a teenager. Of course I'm not. Why would I tell you I'm smoking? I don't know you. So it was a black therapist, black female therapist.
Okay.
And she looked at my father and said, "Believe her." So that was my experience.
Really?
Excuse me, an introduction. I'm a dramatic, y'all. If y'all didn't know, y'all finds out. That was my introduction.
That's crazy.
Fast forward now that this conversation surrounding mental health and mental illness is really being, you know, put on the forefront. Which I think is great because we, as a community, specifically Black community, would sweep these conversations under the rug. So I think we need to address it. Which is why I dived into it last semester. Lehman College offered like therapy sessions through a clinical social worker, and they were great sessions. It was just finding time to squeeze it in. But that was my introduction. But as an adult, it was good to speak to someone and really talk through my trauma. And she was like a young Mexican girl. And she was really, really, really like non-judgmental, a really good listener, like all the good traits of what a therapist should have. Because
sometimes you'll get that like, where did you come from?
She was really good. And I even cried during a few sessions. I think one conversation that resonated is she asked a question about compassion. And I said, yes, I have compassion for others, but not for myself. Based on my trauma and the mistakes that I made. but I never said that out
Out
loud,
loud.
and I never even considered that I can be so nice to others, but
What about me?
I'm blaming myself
Yeah.
for mistakes, and I feel guilty.
Yeah.
So I need to share that compassion with myself. So to
That's
wrap it
good.
up,
That's good.
to wrap it up, thank you. It was enlightening to say the least,
Yeah.
despite my previous encounter with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
therapist. And I tried it again through BetterHelp. You know, BetterHelp.
I heard of
Yeah,
BetterHelp. Yeah.
I seen all the
How was
ads,
that?
and it was good. They allow you to apply for like financial aid, but it's
Okay.
like they take money out every week, and
Okay.
I was like, I have insurance, so I found a therapist who actually took my insurance. So I was supposed to reach out to her. I canceled the subscription, and I just never followed up.
Yeah.
But it's a good like outlet or resource if you're looking, you know,
Yeah.
for something affordable. And yeah, so
So you want to continue therapy? Why? Because you feel like you still have trauma that you need, or
I
it's
know
just an
I still
outlet?
have trauma
Okay, got you.
that I
Okay.
need to work through,
Okay.
and we'll get back to
Okay.
it.
Well,
We'll get
therapy
back
for
to it.
me, I've never really went through therapy, and you would think I should have because of the trauma. Even before, you know, me having my son, growing up, you know, 10 siblings. I was the oldest from my dad, and I have 3 oldest ones. You know, my mom has by her first husband. But just growing up in an environment with drugs, you know, that's all we see my parents do is drugs. And, you know, I was the oldest in the house at that time. The older 3 was in foster care. And just growing up and seeing them, you know, do the drugs, and me trying to take care of my younger siblings while they're out doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drugs and feeding, and, you know, what are we eating? You know, looking in the refrigerator, there's no food. Like, I've been through some, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I think as I became a teenager, I was like, in my head, like, I think it's been a void. Like, I'm numb to it. Because I never really talk about my childhood. If you notice, I don't.
You don't.
I never, like, I have stories where I woke up, I'm probably like 4 or 5, and I'm seeing my parents doing drugs. That's when, you know, how you tie your arm up and you put the needle in. Like, I'm seeing this. And I'm young, but I know that ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then sheltering the younger ones, you know, under me, like making sure they were good. Like, I felt like I was an adult. I was like 5, 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? And mom's leaving us in the home by herself a whole day and night. But me looking in the fridge trying to make something for this, you know, for my younger siblings. So I should have had some therapy. Yeah. But God is good. And then, you know, 20, I got pregnant with my son. And just that whole deal, and you know the story, and losing my son to seizures. Like, I should have been in a crazy house. Yeah. Like, you know, I had my son 20, and then my mom died that same year. My backbone, you know, my supporter, this is where I go to when I need, you know, help or motivation. It was my mom. And so me having my son, finding out that he had seizures, you know what I'm saying, delayed in his development to my mom passing like 6 months later, I should have been in a crazy house. But God. You know what I'm saying? And so I be asking myself, well, Ebony, why don't you speak? Why don't you seek therapy? So I don't know. I just feel like, you know, God got me. You know, I made it this far, you know, but I know I still have stuff inside that I need to release. And sometimes it you know, you can tell in my relationships, you can tell in different things that I always have walls up, like abandonment, like my mom left, not, you know, my son, somebody that, you know, I loved unconditional, no love. You can't even explain a child's love. To lose a child, that's crazy, you know? And so I'm seeking. I think this year is the time to really start talking to somebody, just releasing so that I can be the best version for whoever's going to be in my life.
First
I'm working on myself.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Because that is deep.
Yeah.
And you are just so vulnerable in this moment. And that is a sign of strength. So I want to
Yeah.
say I love you.
Love you,
Hugs.
baby.
Hugs. I love you so much.
Love
And
you.
you don't look like what you've been.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. But God.
But God.
But God.
And I think I said this to someone else, but I think the reason why I always loved you and also gravitated to you is the word, is that you do remind me a lot of my mother. My mother is gorgeous. You're drop dead gorgeous. Like,
thank you, baby.
But you're so humble. Your humility has always been on the forefront. There's certain girls who know they're beautiful, know they're pretty. It's like they announce it. Like, you know what I mean? They make their presence known. But you've never had to do that because you've just had that aura, that magnetic energy. And you're beautiful inside and out. And your kindness and everything, like you said, you went through. My mom also doesn't talk about her past. You know, my grandfather was murdered. She was also molested by her grandfather. And my grandmother suffered from alcoholism. And her and my father trauma bonded at 13 because they both, lost their fathers and was going through. And they went through the whole drugs and prison. And they had Tone at 16, early pregnancy. She lost babies, about 3 babies, in between me and Tone, which is why we're 11 years apart. And then mental illness. I won't tell anybody else's story, but but you wouldn't tell because she moves through life so gracefully.
She does.
But you do too. You do too. So definitely, I want to give you your flowers. I wanted to get flowers and they were closed. This would have been the perfect opportunity to give you your flowers.
Thank you, though. I appreciate you even thinking of doing that. I appreciate you.
Of course, but I want to give you your flowers because you don't look like what you've been through.
Yeah.
And that the brain fog, it came back. So in regards to therapy, I've learned, and look her up. Her name is Dr. Anita Phillips.
Okay.
She's a pastor, but she's also...
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, she's also a mental health therapist. And she talks about how she studies the neurons in our brain look like plants and look like trees. So everything that's connected to life is our emotions. So when people tap out of their emotions or think they could tap out of their emotions or don't prioritize their mental health, right? It's not realistic because aesthetically and physiologically, if you look at the neuron in the brain, it looks like a plant. So it takes you back to the root, to the beginning. To the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's God telling us, like, here is the connection, right? But the way she says it, I'll send you the information. She had a one-on-one with Oprah.
Okay.
It's so good, but she emphasizes the importance of seeking mental health because the term is spiritual bypassing. Oftentimes, Black people, we love, but God in the face of the mustard seed.
Right.
And he got me and I don't have to worry about nothing. I'm gonna pray on it, but faith without work is dead.
Yeah.
So how do you put the work in? How do you put the work in to heal?
Yeah.
Right? If everyone in the church may not have those tools, you may have to seek some professional help. So, to each one, I mean, to each his own, but I definitely
2025
think 2025, we both
absolutely
gotta be consistent and tap in. And the soft girl stuff, that was a conversation I had also with the last therapist. I think that all girls arguably are born soft. It's the environment that we're put in.
That's a fact.
How we grow up, right?
Yeah.
That makes us, chameleons. Like we have to adapt in certain spaces, in certain areas. So here's the therapist. She's like, oh, well, that's not true because I was rough. I said, well, did you have brothers? Yeah, I had about 3 or 4. Hello? That was your environment.
Right.
She was like, oh, you're right. Like,
yeah.
I have videos of me at 5, 6 years old, the softest, shyest, with a lisp, like, oh, thank you, pretty. But when you put me in a certain environment and I had to adapt,
you got your alpha on. Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, that's another podcast.
Right. Mindset, though. I mean, again, right? This is my thing now. It's mindset. Now it's mindset. Mindset. I'm in my soft era. Okay?
Yes.
Mindset. Because I've been an alpha too long. And I want to be soft. I want to be in my, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying to remain in my soft girl era because I'm easily triggered based on my trauma, which is why I need help.
Right. Say that again. Wait, say it again.
I'm trying to remain in my soft girl era because I'm easily triggered based on my trauma, which is why I need help.
Exactly. That's a fact, though. We're going to get to 2025, we're going to get the help.
Yes, we're going to get the help we need.
Because we want to be our best versions of ourselves. Yes. And then for the people in our lives,
yes.
So important. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we got this.
To be an example.
We got this.
That was good.
It's almost
it's almost I knew.
So you want to
told you with your 30 topics.
Oh, you play too much.
I said, Ebony.
Yo, you play too much. No, but we only did two.
No.
Oh my God.
It's offensive. I would have got here on time.
Dun, 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 dun.
If I would have got here.
But what you want to close out on?
We could. Oh Lord. Do you want to talk about the BBL'S? Or what do you want to do? So we did want to bring a conversation to the forefront about the BBL'S versus built bodies. This is a no judgment zone, so let's
put that clear.
No judgment zone, but we do want to empower, inspire, enlighten, all of the things.
Right.
And also learn.
learn ourselves.
So there's been this narrative, right, of who influenced this look. So we want to discuss who influenced these looks, the importance media plays on the youth standards of beauty, and the influence men have on these life-changing surgical decisions and risks that our women are taking, right? So really quick.
Wait, they say men? Because the men are talking and they saying that they don't want the girls with the BBLs. This is what they saying. They say they want to the girls with the BBLs, but they don't want to wife the girls.
Is big booty hoes. Let's not go there.
Okay, that's what they saying in these streets. So they don't want the BBLs.
They don't want it, but they
don't want to wife them.
They have inspired the desire to obtain a look,
right?
Because black men What is it? Fetishize?
Fetishize?
You know what I'm talking about? They love booty. I don't know what it is, but black men love booty. And I have a black man and I'm telling you.
Right.
He loves booty.
Yeah.
My booty. Okay?
Look, my booty.
And it better not be
nobody else's booty. That's a fact.
But we fetishize this stuff.
Yeah.
So
social media plays a big part.
You know, music videos. That era of the video vixen era with the King magazine, the Smooth magazine.
If you didn't have an ad, like, what are you really doing if you ain't had no
Who
ads?
had a flat booty in those magazines?
Nobody.
It was voluptuous breasts, flat stomachs, curvaceous booties. They were natural back then.
So let me say this. What about the females that say, listen, I don't feel confident. I've always had a flat butt. And I want my confidence will be boosts. Like, I don't care about guys looking at me. I'm not doing this for no man. I'm doing it for myself.
If they were doing it for themselves, why weren't girls trying to inject their booties in the 90s? You tell me, like, in the eras in the 80s and 90s, you know, we dressed different. We wore baggy clothes. We left more to the imagination.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It was in the 70s. They definitely, weren't wearing provocative attire. Like women respected themselves in a different way because society was different.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, music changed. A lot of things evolved.
Booties wasn't even out back then, really. Like, you didn't really need no big booty. No, that's a fact, though. I don't remember like, yo, you need to fit it. I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? You just...
And honestly, and to your point, I've always had hips.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it feels to be deprived or feel deprived of, because this is like the new standard of beauty.
What do you tell that girl if she has low self-esteem because her booty is flat? No, I'm not. This is a real thing.
Why are you looking at me like that?
This is a real thing.
I would encourage her
to go to the gym.
Some squats.
Yeah. Let's go. Stop taking it the easy way out.
Yeah, I would encourage her to do some squat. And let me just read just some research that we were able to pull up before we close out.
Like, it's just the danger with
There's
it.
so many risks involved that I want us to understand that we want to think long term.
Long term.
Right? Like, not short term.
Right.
So.
And while you're looking that up, I tell all my young girls, if you want to get your booty, your buttocks, but pump it up, go to the gym, right? You just got to be dedicated to it. You know what I'm saying? Get up 3 times, or not even a gym. Do it in your house.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm a witness. If you want your body to change your frame, then you got to put the work in. I'd rather do that than complications, years down, you got blood clots, it's going to your liver. Like, you hear so many stories of these girls like, yo, why did I get these
And that's what I'm saying? It's a fairly new procedure. So we don't know what the risks are, moving forward or in the next 10 years. That's a fact. Because the evidence is still being collected. Yeah. So we don't know.
But I just be hearing these horror stories.
Brazilian butt lift surgery has been the fastest growing aesthetic surgical procedure over the past decade. By 2017, the risk of death from pulmonary fat was identified, earning the BBL the highest mortality rate of any aesthetic surgical procedure. South Florida carries the highest BBL mortality by far in the nation. So the purpose of this study was to explore the factors involved in making South Florida an outlier in terms of BBL mortality. So, when girls don't fly out, they go to Miami.
Yeah.
They go to Florida. And that's according to the National Library of Science. That's data from the National Library of Science. And there's so much data out there for you young girls in particular to look for yourselves.
Yeah, research.
Do your research. Yeah. And I would say a man is going to love you,
regardless,
leave you, cheat on you, regardless. Whether you have a big booty, flat booty, small breasts, voluptuous breasts. Think long term. And health as well.
We want to live. Health as well. We want to live. These big booties probably ain't even going to be in style in a few years. You go like, your butt too big. Right. You know what I'm saying? Again,
but if you want to say it,
that's a fact. Yeah.
But to double back, right? Somebody sent me something, and there's this running narrative that the BBLs were inspired by the Kardashians. And for me, I negate that and always push back on that narrative. It's like, you give these women too much power.
Right.
Like, they are trying to emulate our culture.
Exactly.
It's not the other way around.
Right.
The video vixen era and the smooth and king era was before we even knew what a Kardashian was.
Right? That's a fact.
So let's stop with that, like, pushing that narrative and stop giving those girls, like, it's really not, they don't have that much influence, but I would say because of their, access and their privilege and their reality show, they made it, sensationalized it in white media. That was the one, right. But the black women don't look at the Kim Kardashians and Khloe's for, body positivity.
Yeah. The moral of the story, guys, do your research.
Yep.
Think long term. Get in the gym, get in your home, buy some weights, like, get it done yourself, so that we can live. We don't want complications. And, the girl, and we're going to go, I was looking at social media, 2 sisters went to get the BBLs. You seen that story? And one of the sisters died from complications. And so, like,
I have mutual friends, I think.
Yeah.
God bless her and her family. I just think that we need to, support one another.
Absolutely.
And sometimes tell one another the honest truth.
Right. And you look good how you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're beautiful. And that's where it starts, though. You got to look in that mirror and tell yourself, I'm beautiful just the way I am. I am beautiful just the way I am. Yeah. And if you're going to love me, you're going to love me for my flat butt. You're going to love me for my big booty. Period. That's it.
Period.
And on that note.
Let's
say the quote of the day.
Quote of the day.
My mission in life is not merely to survive, but it's to thrive. And to do so with some passion and what? Compassion and some humor and some style. Okay, and that's by the one and only
Maya Angelou, baby. Yes, in honor of Women's History Month.
And I honor you today. You already know. I said it again. I admire you. You inspire me every day. Your push, your drive is inspiring. What you do, even for this podcast, she be on it. The editing, she does this, she does that. I'm like, she does it all. And so you inspire me. You know what I'm saying? You always like, cause you inspire me. You a boss, babe. And we gonna keep thriving.
Yes.
We gonna keep purpose driven.
Yes.
And we gonna do all that.
All of the things. Love you.
Love you, baby.
Love you. And let your next move be your best move.
And that's all right.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.
If you
Respectfully,
like this comment,
Ebony and Destini.
The content, leave the comments.
Yes.
Okay?
Save, like, comment, subscribe, all of the things, and do it all over again.
Yes. Period. Or what? Period. Peace.
My dreams is vivid, work hard to live it. Any place I visit, I got land there. My dreams is vivid, work hard to live it.